we're gonna go ahead. I've got some more articles. Before that, I want to kind of get into you guys, talk about you guys and your art. And I got two artists on the same show for a reason, because I got some questions I want to ask you. So you guys can just sort of round robin this. But what is, because obviously both of you guys have been doing this for a long time now. To varying degrees, but for a long time. What was that spark? What hit you, made you realize, all right, I'm gonna start taking my art seriously as a career? When was that moment? When was that light switch, and what caused it?
You want me to go first or Sheep?
No,
either way.
First.
Oh, okay. I would say after I got canceled, that I was like, all right, well, I'm on my own, so I should probably start taking this way more seriously. Right. And I kind of realized, I need to put more time and effort into writing, like my lyrics, and more time into the production quality. And
you're like, well, I'm not going to be on Cyphers anymore, so I may as well go real hard on my solo shit.
Yeah, I'm not getting any collabs, so yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, dude, Cyphers without you have felt so fucking empty. Like don't get me wrong, there's still some I listen to and I enjoy, but like,
dude, it's like
every now and again,
reason.
I'll listen to a Cypher and I'll be like, NLJ would have had a banger fucking verse for insert anime here,
Well, yeah, quit putting me on there, because I was starting saying stuff that they didn't like on the ciphers, or they started getting in
the Saiyan cipher, you're like, don't shoot, he's not Goku Black.
More humble than any Saiyan here on the track, cause I know when to attack and when to hold it back. Coming from the future, man, it's all out of whack, cause Goku's gotta live, so don't shoot, he's not Goku Black.
I'm like, oh fuck.
And now it's just taken straight from the show.
From the anime.
Yeah, from the anime.
This is for everyone you've killed! Eagle-Ed murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
And that was the whole run of the joke. That they said, don't shoot, he's not black. And it's like, well, I wanted to quote that because I'm Trunks, and that's what Trunks says. But they were like, dude, how dare you? Why would you say that? I'm like, it's in the show, dude.
Exactly.
It's literally in the show. You didn't cancel the show, did you?
Yeah, you should.
I know. Another one was when I was supposed to be rapping as Itachi, and one of my lines I put that, Orochimaru wants my body, no homo.
Everybody knows I'm the sickest virtuoso, Itachi of the Sharingan, foes moving slow-mo, throw my shuriken with both eyes closed, that's a low blow. Even Orochimaru wants my body, no homo.
And
yep,
dude, apparently
That's a line. That's a fucking bar. What are you talking about?
Dude, they were getting like, it was Rusage told me that he was getting messages saying like, oh my God, why would you say that? Why would you have someone say that? I didn't get any.
Itachi's not gay, so
he didn't want him to take his body. That was it. But
Orochimaru wasn't gay either. It was just that's part of the story.
Exactly. It was just a play on the line. Another one was when I was rapping about Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, and there's a line I say as rapping as Gojo. I say I got a student as a dude with another dude inside him. That's sus.
Ladies ask if they can stay after class. Nah, bitch, you a 6 out of 10 with that ass. And by that I mean I'm sensing the jujutsu you lack. So step it up to step to me and get a grade that'll pass. Got a student that'll nail your ass shut. She tough. Got a student with the dogs on the hunt. That's rough. Got a student with another dude inside him. That's sus. I'm expanding my domain while you riding on the bus.
And that's it.
Yeah. That's also the way you delivered it. Like I gotta do it with not doing time. That's sus. Like you did this cool deep voice thing. I was like, oh, it's not only were the lines funny, but like you would also do it in a way that it would still hit his music. It was still like, oh, this is something that like, and regardless of an anime or not, you could hear this being like, in a big production song. It has very good production quality to it. And
and it's like I mean I had so much fun with ciphers, and I wanted to write lines like that would make people laugh or make people build, even if it pissed people off. It was like, well, they're going to talk about it now. At least they're going to say something. At least it's going to get the conversation going. But I wasn't like anything outlandish or anything crazy. The most outlandish thing I ever did in a cipher was when they wanted me to rap as Goku Black for a Black History Month anime cipher. And that's how cool we were. Like they would want me to rap in a Black History Month cipher as Goku Black, as a joke though. Like that's how cool things were back then. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Fine.
Yeah.
And like
and they asked me to.
After your cancellation, Nerdcore got super safe for a while. The only two people that kept going hard, and one of them I've had on my show, Diggs to Prophecy didn't seem to give a fuck, and he kept doing his thing. And Xiao Dao kept doing his thing. But Xiao Dao has always been not safe and like oh, I'm afraid to say shit. So he's always kind of just been in his own.
He's kind of in the same boat as you, just like, keep the politics out. Let's just everyone just stick to the simple story and just be cool with everything. Like, if they're not hurting you, if they're not trying to attack you, what's the big deal?
Right. So, and yeah, I've kept, I've talked with Shadow several times. Like I've had Diggs on the show. Like both are super cool dudes who they're the only ones that didn't seem to get real scared after, because in the nerdcore community, your cancellation was like a big fucking deal. People on Twitter
it was kind of an eye-opener. It was an eye-opener for me and for everybody else. It made everyone.
Don't know. I'm gonna go ahead. For those that don't know, everyone's familiar with the meme of the first time, the hanging meme, the first time. Yeah, you responded to. I don't even remember what you responded to, but you responded with the first time hanging a noose thing, and I guess it was
because it
was Black History Month.
It wasn't even. It was that there was another nerdcore artist who was getting dragged by the nerdcore community because he had made like actual offensive jokes, like actual jokes, and actually said derogatory things. But he was like saying like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And he was really young. He's only like 18 years old. It's like, okay, you make mistakes, no big deal. And so it was after the first time, it was like maybe a couple weeks after I had already gotten dragged. So then I posted to his apology like, oh, first time, bro, like,
yeah, and you use that,
which in there, man. It's all good,
dude. I've used that same, like, I'll splice that meme into videos like I edit. It's like, people are talking about, insert like, Marvel just got bad, and I'll put in, Star Wars, like, first time, because Star Wars fans have, had Star Wars been dead to them forever. Like, that first time meme has never had any sort of fucking racial connotation to it whatsoever.
And they made it into that. And so much so you can't even post the GIF now. You can't even find it on like the GIF.
Yeah, dude. Anytime I use that GIF, the first time part is in Spanish. It's in Spanish.
And they completely deleted it now because apparently now it does have like racial context. It's like, what the hell?
Like,
they didn't even have it in the movie. The movie it came from didn't even have that.
Anthology, to be more specific.
Hanging has been, people used to hang pirates. Like hanging is not exclusively, reserved for black people as much as some people want it to be. Like I get it. You're
James Franco ain't even black.
Exactly, that's what I said too. I was like, he's not even black. What are y'all talking about? But that's what I'm talking about.
He's like Goku. He's not black.
It's not about that. It's that if they don't like you, they use it as an excuse to drive you out. That's it. They already didn't like me, so now they're like, well, we know this isn't a racial thing, but we're going to make it look like that. And we're going to use it as that.
Well, and this all stems from the fact, like, you were like, I think you said, I could be misremembering the situation because it's been a couple of years or so since this happened, year and a half, whatnot. But like when you were like 18 or like in college or whatever, because I don't want to like go around like, oh, look, he's mixed race. But you're mixed race. You're a quarter Asian, right? And half Asian. So you put out a song about racial shit when you were in college before you were even doing nerdcore stuff.
Yeah,
and
because
I was actually dirty racial language, but you were trying to make like this enlightening song about race relations. So you use the negative word choices that frankly I don't see a fucking big deal about. It's like people would say negative shit in their art all the time. You know how many times Quentin Tarantino's dropped the N-bomb because it fit the movie. Pulp Fiction drops the N-bomb all the damn time. He himself says it. And Sam Jackson was cool with it. But, people, because you released this song years ago, wasn't even on your page, if I remember right. People had to go looking for it and dig up as a reason. And that's how you know it's because people don't like you. They went looking for this song over a decade old that you didn't promote, that wasn't part of your nerdcore scene. It was when you were like in college or whatnot. And they used that as their reason to cancel you. But again, like, even if you said shit that, let's say it was actually racist. I don't think it was, but let's say it actually was racist. You were like 18 or 20 or something. Like people, like you said earlier, they grow, they learn, they change. I don't see an issue with the song to begin with, or at least I didn't when I got into the controversy about a year and a half ago. I was like, it just seems I've heard black rappers or whatever or Latino rappers say the exact same shit in regards to race relations. But because you look white, you're half Asian and look white, all of a sudden it's not okay. Like, shouldn't that message be a good message, kind of, no matter what race is singing about it? Like, what the fuck?
Well, as I said, man, I could explain the context all day, and the context is I was trying to tell a story where this person, dude, man,
thank you, Jim.
You
you,
have
Jimmy.
cornered yourself, man. You have really, like, you should not have told that story, man.
The next 3 or 4 streams, I'm just gonna get inundated with.
Yeah,
If you guys
dude.
want to bring up if you guys want to bring up a Cinderella story, go for it. But make sure you super chat when you do it. Anyway, continue.
You really, you shot yourself in the foot with that story, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I can think about now. Like every time I see your face,
Yeah, Hillary Duff was fucking hot in like 2005.
Oh my
Can you
God,
blame 12-year-old Leon for being like, oh, fucking Hillary Duff?
yeah,
Like,
but you're still watching it. You say you still watch it every now and then. It's like that's the part I can't get over. It's like, okay, there's some movie like The Last Samurai. Okay, I could watch that every day of my life. But you said a Cinderella story, man, just brings me back to the good old days. It's like, what, dude? Not even The Matrix? Like, not Old Boy or some crazy.
I should have said my sister died or something. That would have made it acceptable. It's like, yeah, my sister died. I watch it because I remember her. Now,
there you go. Okay, now there's like an actual story with it, but you're just like, it just makes me feel good. And it's like, dude, what? Like, okay, I'll watch Amanda Bynes maybe, but I'm not. I don't watch it alone. I watch it with my kid. Something normal like that. But I'm not like, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch Amanda Bynes today. Because that's just the good old days.
I just don't watch it.